Shalom. Want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Alright, this here is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. Coming back to do another lesson, and the name of this lesson is This is Why We Call You the Devil, Women's Liberation. Alright? Because the women's liberation wasn't just like that thing. It was funded by the Rockefellers. Okay? It was funded by the Rockefellers. Snow. Right, look the video here. This video here. Okay, it was funded. No, this is from Aaron Rousseau. Now I just play the part where Aaron Rousseau speak, because that is the part where you're going and get the full meat. Okay? Where the point now.
That they were always talking about. They weren't even working class women. It was actually academics, university lecturers, young bloom students was the beginning of the women's movement.
Well, one of the things they told me was that he was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I'm pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded women's lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all of the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He says, there were two primary reasons. And one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before women's lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up the family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, as the parents teaching them. And so those are the two primary reasons for women's lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble venture.
So that is why they funded women's lib. And who funded women's lib? The Rockefellers, which is the American branch of the elite Rothschild family. Okay? So they funded women's lib to basically mash up the homes, and they targeted mainly so-called Negro women. Okay, in the 70s, they targeted mainly you so-called Negro women, you so-called Latino women, you so-called Native American Indian women. Alright, now it have a whole long history behind the women's liberation movement and the funders behind it, you know, the people and them who try to get it passed, and the right to vote and all that. It have a whole long history behind that. But behind it, who you're going and find is the so-called white man pulling all the strings. Okay? The elites pulling all the strings, because that is what they do. Okay? That is fund wickedness. George Soros, the Rockefellers, all of them wealthy elite. Like George Soros, what he funds the Black Lives Matter movement, funded by him. Why is that? Because that is how the devil does operate. Okay? The devil does outside here to deceive. And the devil is the so-called white man. That is why we call it the devil. Because he has set up a program to basically destroy the so-called Negro or Latino or Native American Indian home. Get the women rights so that the woman go look at the man as the enemy. It's the same tactic in slavery with this man. What his name is, right? Willie Lynch, the Willie Lynch letter. Okay? Divide and conquer. So give the woman and them rights, tell them, hey, you over your man, hey, you could be better than your man, hey, you could work for more money than your husband. So the woman in turn go and think, yeah, for real, eh? True. And she started to look at she man as inferior to her. Okay? Like the Rockefellers, they funded Margaret Sanger with the abortion thing, Planned Parenthood, the first birth control, first abortion clinic or something like that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, they funded the first abortion clinic, the first clinic to do with what Margaret Sanger clinic. And when I look up Margaret Sanger, one of the things she said was what she said. She said, let me look it up. In a letter she wrote to a doctor or something like that. In a letter she wrote to a doctor or something like that. Right, Margaret Sanger, race and eugenics. What Margaret Sanger really said about race and eugenics? It was 100 years ago on October 1916 that Margaret Sanger, this bitch, see, this is a devil bitch, studio headshot portrait of American social reformer Margaret Sanger, see, and the Rockefellers funded her. Okay, we could find out this video right here. See Satan? You see this video right here where it says it says the Rockefeller connection to feminism and population control, Agenda 21 and more. In this video you go see that the Rockefellers funded this bitch, this devil bitch called Margaret Sanger, with her first birth control clinic. Yeah, that is the clinic. It says it was 100 years ago on October 16, 1960, Margaret Sanger, boom, 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 boom. Right, I want to see the letter, what she said. Right, she 1939 letter. Much of the controversy stems from a 1939 letter in which Sanger outlined her plan to reach out to black leaders, specifically ministers, to help dispel community suspicions about the family planning clinics she was opening in the South. This is because she wanted to open some family planning clinics in the South, and she didn't want the word to go out that, hey, really and truly this is she planned. But this is the letter that she wrote. She wrote this letter and she said, we do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. She wrote, it was the Washington Post called it an artfully written sentence, but one that in context described the sort of preposterous allegation she feared, not her actual mission. Okay, but the point is, that is what the plan is. So that is why and the Rockefellers funded this, and the Rockefellers also funded the women's liberation movement. Okay, you just saw Aaron Russo talking about it. Okay, so that is why we call you the devil. This is Psalms 58:1. It says to the chief musician, Altashith, Miktam of David, do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, sons of men? This is talking about the Edomites. Okay, yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye wear the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely, because the wicked ain't going to come to this truth. The wicked ain't going to follow Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, so help me God. They are the devil's children, and this is the so-called white man it's speaking about. So you see, things why we call you the devil, only a devil would do these things. Okay? Only a devil would do these things. Not a liberal and a upright and a moral person, but a devil. That is why we call you the devil. And seeing that you love to give abortions, let me continue to read verse 6. It says, break their teeth, which is your military might, or power in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut in pieces. As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away. Like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Okay? You wanted to kill all the babies? Like the untimely birth. This comes from the Hebrew word Napal. You see? Untimely birth, abortion, miscarriage. You see, like you love, you're delighted in abortion, You see how you're delighted in abortion? The Most High gonna make you be the fucking one aborted. And with that, I'll give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. So that is why we call you the devil. Shalom to the elect.